Hi everyone, guess what time it is of the month? Time to get my nails done. And yeah, whatever Christmas nails I'm gonna get. I think I want white, you know, like Snow White. I think that would be pretty. So anyways, I haven't talked about Trisha Paytas for such a long time, and I was watching a video. Wait, what was it, you guys? The FN something. Anyways, she made a video. I've never seen her channel before, but I was scrolling through and she made a video on Trisha, and it kind of inspired me to make this video because I haven't talked about Trisha and Jason in so long. So let's see if we can catch up a little bit on Moonlight Mason's take on what's love got to do with it. Ooh, what's love but a second-hand emotion? No, I don't even know if that's the words. But anyways, it really is a good opening towards what's love got to do with Trisha, TP, and Jason. I mean, you actually see, what I see is appreciation. I know that Trisha appreciates Jason as a boyfriend, and it seems like, you know, they have grown into I wasn't going to say respectful, but it's not respectful. It's not. But they've grown into some kind of commitment is the word. It's some kind of commitment that I can't really explain. Maybe the words will come better to me, but that's what it is. And it's really the reason it's so sad is since they want two different things. Now that's what I was really wanting to talk about, that they each want two different things. Trisha says that she wants children, babies, and a husband, and the picket white fence with the dog, Mukbang, who lives with her mom because Trisha can't take care of Mukbang, and I guess that was the deal from the get-go. But you guys, the thing to learn here is that Trisha will never, ever be satisfied. You've got to know that as being the truth. And also the truth is that she really does not want a child. And I'm going to explain to you why. It's very, very clear that she doesn't want a child other than for secondary gains, for selfish reasons. And let me explain why. See, Trisha is in love with the ideal of being married, the white picket fence. I was too. When I was 18, that's all I wanted when I was 18, was to be barefoot, pregnant, married, and the white picket fence with the dog. That's what I used to tell everyone. I want to be married. I want to be married. So, but that was when I was 18. Trisha is now 30, and all of this time that she is in a relationship with someone who wants different things than she does, it's going against her. If there is a possibility that she can conceive, I was under the impression, because of what she has said, that there wasn't a possibility, or that the possibility was very low. And as many of you know, as women, when you get older, not only does the possibility of getting pregnant, conceiving a baby, gets lower and lower, but what increases is the percentage of your baby being born with Down syndrome or some other deformity, which is why they recommend that you take the amniocentesis test. I think it's after 35. They may have changed that, but it used to be like after 35 you would take the amniocentesis test so that you can make an informed choice. Do you want to continue to have this baby? Which I think Trisha probably would, without knowing all of the consequences of having a emotionally, mentally challenged child for the rest of your life, because children that are challenged, you just don't, they don't just fly the nest at 18 unless they're going into a home. So there's so much to consider. What I really want to say is that if Trisha really wanted a baby, I want you to think about all the money that she has. Right? I've been watching her purchases lately, and how sad it is every time she purchases, $21,000 shoes or whatever it is that she's purchasing. That to you and I, we look at this and I see it as a very, very depressed, sad moment. For her, it's a temporary high. And many things like that $5,000, remember the $5,000 plaid shirt with the other shirt hanging in front, which is the worst thing I've ever seen. She bought it the first time she wore it. She got some grease on it. She was eating. She splattered it. We never saw it again. I don't know if it went to Posh or where it went. $5,000 right there. Okay. So, if she really wanted a baby, like these celebrity women who have lots and lots of money like Trisha and really want a child, what do? Ain't nothing stopping them from getting their baby. Nothing. What can possibly stop Trisha from having a baby? I'm going to tell you what she's going to say. But first, I'm going to tell you that she has the money to hire the nanny if she wanted to go that route. She has the money to provide an education, clothing, all of the superficials that are needed for a child. Personally, I don't think she has the, what it takes to be a mom, because she always needs some kind of a new stimulation in her life to fulfill her temporarily, and that only lasts moments with her, and then she has to go and buy something else or do another vacation, and all of these things that she's doing are only temporarily filling the hole within her heart and soul. Ooh, that rhymed. That'll never be filled. The hole that she has, see, I can define it. The hole that she has lacking is called self-love. It's simple. It's never changed from the beginning. It's still the same. It's called self-love. When you take care of yourself and you have all this money and you can take care of yourself by, doing superficial things to the outside of your body, whether liposuction surgeries, paying someone to do your makeup, your hair, your clothes, buying all these things. It's like eating a cookie. It's exactly like eating a cookie. You eat a cookie and it tastes really good when you eat it, right? And it's fulfilling for just a few seconds while your brain is getting that pleasure of tasting the cake, right? But the long-term effects of it could be diabetes or obesity or, emotional, unbalanced emotionally in many other ways because of sugar. Now, sugar, that's a known research right there, but we're not going to get into that. So if Trisha really wanted a child, she really wanted a baby, okay, she would have already had a baby. And any man she loves would love the baby as well. And that's evident by these men who fall in love with women who are preggers from another man, that's always been one of my, wow, that guy, really loves that lady because she's pregnant from another man. She's going to have a baby from another man, and yet he chooses to be with her. So her having a baby is not going to stop her from getting her sexual addiction fulfilled, because she needs all of these addictions fulfilled. Even she admits to this. So this is it. Does she really want a child? I don't think so. If she really wanted a child, then all of her energy, all of her focus, and all of her thoughts would be saying, I'm going to be 31, I'm going to be 32. You know, for me to conceive naturally is already compromised, because that's what she's told us. And the chances of this child, if I did get pregnant, having a deformity, given her eating habits alone. Okay, forget about whatever's happening in her reproductive organs, but giving her eating habits alone, her drinking habits, whatever drugs she's taking, you know, pharmaceuticals, whatever, is very, very high. You see, she doesn't think about all this. And if that she did have the amniocentesis and she was given a positive diagnosis on the baby having, you know, would she still have that baby knowing that she wouldn't have a support system from a man? Jason does. Now, you know what? Jason does not have much to lose. And I think Ms. Effin Wonderful said this as well. Jason has very little to lose in this relationship and much to gain with, oh my God, can you imagine being a man and being in a relationship with a woman who just lavishes you with, you know, nice gifts and vacations and all of these things? That's just wonderful. That's wonderful. So on Jason's part, he has his team of 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds that keep him monetized, keep him going financially. He has his friends. Even though he is the scapegoat of the friends, he's treated so poorly. I mean, I really disrespect the way David Dobrik, Derek's the name of my ex-husband, by the way. I don't know why I said Derek. But the way David Dobrik treats him sometimes, trying to convince him to do things he doesn't want to do or whatever. Such a lack of respect. And I see Jason slowly, you know, diminishing his point of self-esteem, of him not wanting to do it. I see him slowly diminishing and compromising. You know, does Jason know you can just say no? You don't need to give a reason, you know, unless you're in some sort of a contract with someone and you're breaking your contract. But dude, if you don't want to do something, you're worth saying no, punto. You don't need to go into explanations about why. Just say no, you know. And if someone tries to convince you to do something you don't want, well, personally, me, you know, I have all of these little, you know, intuitive hits that go up and saying, wait, what's happening here? This person does not respect me as an individual. I said no. So Jason compromises a lot. It seems, I don't know if it's just for, you know, for clickbait or just for views or what it is. Like when he went over Trisha's house, with David. Remember, he didn't want to go. They had gotten into a fight. And I do want to talk about Trisha standing, planting herself in front of the door and keeping Jason hostage. Number one, we should all dream of a man like Jason who would never lift a finger to a woman. My respect to Jason Nash when he said, you know, he was going to call the police, but he couldn't do that on her. You know, he couldn't call 911. So you know what he did? You know what? I'm sorry, you guys, but Jason Nash likes to suffer. And I don't think he would deny that. I mean, he would deny the like part, but I don't think he would deny that he suffers a lot at everyone's expense. He's always suffering. So he took it and suffered that Trisha held him captive. It's sad. It's very sad in different, many different ways, because if it was Jason holding Trisha captive, she might have called the police. 911. She might have. You can't control Trisha when she gets upset or she gets in, you know, some sort of mood. You can't control her. So not only that, anyone, you, if a man is holding you captive and you can't leave, you need to call 911 and you need to end this relationship as soon as possible, because these are the signs that it's going to get worse. Next time might be worse. You as an individual have zero right to hold someone captive. I don't care if it's for 5 minutes. You always respect someone else's wishes. Just like me, like if I'm not welcomed, if I'm not invited somewhere, I don't want to be anywhere that I'm not welcomed. I don't want to be anywhere that I'm not invited. You know what I mean? I want to be welcomed and people want me to come. So if you don't want me to come over, I gladly not show. But Trisha, when she gave her reasons for keeping Jason hostage for I don't know how long, they didn't really talk too much about that. Because you know what? That's getting really deep. It's really deep. It really shows Trisha's selfishness. That's what it is. Because when she answered the question to David as to why she was doing that, she said, one of the things she said, a lot of things, but she said, he knows I don't like to be alone at night. Well, that's your problem, Trisha. That's you. You want him to marry you. You want him to spend the night. You want him to stay there on his own free will. And I don't think Trisha understands that. Trisha thinks that she can, you know, and she can with tangible things. But when it comes to love, what's love got to do? Got to do with Trisha holding Jason captive for whatever time period it was. Now, you and I really don't know what time period it was. Does Trisha strike and hit Jason? Does she? I don't know. She stopped doing it on camera. Remember, she kept hitting him at first. When they first met, she always hit him. You know what? It may look like a playful thing to you and I, but it's not. Obviously, he had a conversation with her and she stopped hitting him. She stopped because it could have been just a habit, a bad habit that you get into. You go like this at first and then it gets worse. And, you know, she was actually going like this and, you know, slapping Jason's arm. She doesn't do that anymore. Trisha is gonna be the hell of a grandest kitchen floor mess when they break up. She is. Not because, hello, Trisha, not because you are in love with Jason. That's what it's gonna seem in your mind, that you have lost someone who loves you and you've lost someone who you are in love. Being in love and loving someone has nothing to do with holding them captive. It has nothing to do with making someone, forcing someone, manipulating someone to do some things that they do not want to do. So I encourage each and every one of you that are watching, right? I encourage you that if you find yourself trying to manipulate, and we all do it to a certain extent, we all do it. It's just that with Trisha, it's exaggerated. That's what it is. With Trisha, it's, hi you guys. Okay, I'm here at my destination. I started from home and I'm here. And did I tell you guys I'm going to cut my hair? I can't wait. See how long my hair is? You guys, look how long my hair is. Look. But it's all, see how stringy it is in the ends? So I'm going to cut my hair to like right here. I can't wait. I can't wait. Anyways, so that's what I think about that's what I think about Trisha and Jason. And I know it's been a while since I've made a video on Trisha and Jason, and this is just boom, 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 off the cuff. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be soon. Okay, bye.